They weigh in at a combined weight of 520 pounds. Fighting out of East St. Louis, here's Devin and Mason Cutter, the Hooligans! And introducing the fighter team, they weigh in at a combined weight of 350 pounds. Fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, here's Matt Fitchett and Davey Vega, the Sex Bob-ombs!
Quick start to the action here, Leonard, in this four-way, and you have to think these teams vying, all of them, for spots in that Double Dare Tag Team Tournament that has recently been announced for November 1st, and what momentum the winning team would have going into it.
That's right, we're starting off here with Davey Vega of the Sex Bob-ombs against a man he knows very well of the submission squad in Evangelistico. Little regrouping early on. Vega
not letting it happen, suicide dive. Now wait a second, of course, the Hooligans making their debut here in Absolute Intense Wrestling.
Oh, no way.
One of the cutters headed up top, but at the same time, T-Money headed up, and there seems to be a little dispute over who it is that's gonna take the dive to the outside.
Guys, don't fight over this. Just dive out on. I think this is the first time ever contest. Now here we see both Hooligans in the ring with Nasty Russ and T-Money. What's their team name again?
Well, you know, being a broadcast professional, I prefer to just refer to them as the boys from Jollyville.
All right, I'm taking your lead. I know some other people might say something different.
The F-its, if you will. Of course, the AIW crowd never too shy about saying the name. They've developed quite a following here in Absolute Intense Wrestling.
Yeah, you know, T-Money and Nasty Russ had a great match with the Sex Bob-ombs back at Absolution. It was my first chance to get a look at the two of them. And now you see Matt Fitchett up top, who made his return at Absolution. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Absolutely correct, Leonard. He made a return from injury, and we were worried that we were losing him yet again, as of course they hit that huge dive over the top, a Fosbury flop, if you will, out of Matt Fitchett, of course, one of his trademarks. But now, this is no small man with
look at the rotation! Unbelievable! The Hooligans came here to fight. They want to be in Double Dare on November 1st.
Well, I'll tell you what, the idea I get from the little bit I've seen of the Hooligans is it doesn't matter where they are, they want to fight. You could be out in the parking lot, you could be walking your dog down the street, and I think they'd still want to fight.
Both Hooligans still in the ring here.
And look at him, lion salt, and coming the other way with a turning, twisting splash.
And they're going to need a spatula to get Jolistico off the canvas. Thankfully, he gets out of the ring.
But right now, isolating one half of the Hooligans are the Jollyville boys. T-Money looking for the pin, and it's Fitchett. And I gotta say, as I started to say earlier, so glad to see Fitchett here tonight. We were worried after that horrible, horrible fall he took against the Jollyville F-its at Absolution. Of course, we thought we lost him yet again, but now we see him not even missing a step.
Bit of a dream sequence there out of the Sex Bob-ombs. Well, but Jolistico and Abernathy right in.
Not giving him a chance to breathe. Submission squad, of course, had a little bit of a tear despite a recent stumble. Of course, they lost to the team of Jock Sampson and Tracy Smothers at JT Lightning Invitational Tournament.
Now, and again, I like the submission squad. I really do. Jolistico and Pierre Abernathy are great competitors, but they seem to have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. They think everyone's out to get them. But again, you let your actions in the ring speak for yourself, and the people will come around, trust me.
Well, and they do, absolutely. This chip on their shoulder, I think, is a minor understatement. These are guys that have declared a war on myself, on so many here in AIW. And it's stuff like that.
I'm not really sure what to make of that.
I mean, you really expect to be taken seriously. And it's those types of antics that have kept them where they're at.
Well, where they're at is they're poised to be in Double Dare on November 1st. And I'm sure a victory here is going to definitely lead to that. But they've been maybe adding some new members of the ranks, some new friends from childhood. Well, I guess have come to their defense over the last couple of weeks.
Indeed, Ryan Nemeth, previously known, of course, as Hot Young Briley. And, well, I mean, it's been thrown out there. It's well known already. Younger brother to WWE star Dolph Ziggler.
He's a wrestler, star. Come on. I say wrestler.
The side.
But again, that's somebody good to have in your corner. That's a bright, young, up-and-coming star. And, you know, a lot of people say he's got the look. He's got the appeasing visuals. And to be aligning himself with the submission squad, that's great for them, I'd say.
Oh, great for them. I don't know so much about his career because we've seen where their attitudes have gotten him. Right now,
and you see Fitchett there escape and tag to Davey Vega.
Vega with the lariat is Nasty Russ Myers in, and now T-Money and right behind him ducking the lariat attempt.
Nasty Russ, I'm a big fan of his dad's movies. I'm sure no one's made that joke here on commentary. Nicely done. Step up into the spinning DDT, taking his eyes. It's very difficult to stay one step ahead of your opponent in a match like this because you're essentially fighting 6 men. You got to have like 4 sets of eyes in the back of your head.
Absolutely. I mean, normally it's enough when you've got to keep your eyes on your opponents and his partner. But now you've got 2 other teams just waiting to get involved if you take too long after maneuver. Davey Vega with that super kick and the quick exchanges. Of course, looking for scramble rules almost. One man's hitting the floor, another man in. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Taking the time, looking at Davey Vega. Meanwhile, from behind him, the Hooligans taking advantage.
Nasty Russ has got him up. Nicely done. Modified DVD.
The knife at shop. We said these boys love to fight. We've seen them fly, and I don't think that's even their strength. I mean, these guys are straight brawlers, but the pounce from T-Money. One he's recently added to his repertoire and has become extremely effective. We saw him nearly put Veda Scott out of the ring in their tag title shots.
I got no arguments there. T-Money, though, ahead of steam. Fitchett catches him with a shot behind the ear. Second rope. Knees right across the chest.
Just driving them down, looking to stop the breathing, stop the wind. But again, numbers game. 2 other teams involved in this match. And we see the teamwork out of the Hooligans that got the attention of us here at Absolute Tense Wrestling. Look at him just throwing that body weight around. Fitchett just absolutely sandwiched in the corner. Diving ace crusher to a lariat that sends him head over heels, and the crowd is on their feet for the Hooligans.
A coming out party here at Gleaming the Cube for so many competitors. We saw the debut of Pete Dunne and Mark Andrews. We saw the debut of Mr. Touchdown. The Hooligans now. So many people making their debuts here in AIW. And so many people looking to get these debuting guys out of here like T-Money, double clothesline.
Well, indeed, it wasn't too long ago for the boys from Jollyville. And now it looks like Nasty Russ setting up for the cannonball, and it hits!
Impressive off the top rope. A little slow to cover. The Veins here and Turner's Hall on their feet.
That cannonball almost always getting the job done, but again, the numbers game, the Sex Bob-ombs in to break it up. And now it's their time to show a little teamwork.
You see, Vega's trying to grab the head, perhaps.
Nasty Russ up. That Pele-style kick, setting up suicide dive, following up with that air raid crash. But just that quick submission squad in 1, 2.
Oh, a handful of tights, come on!
And look at him running across the guardrail. Aaron Bauer over here standing ovation.